Baby, it's cold outside. It's not so bad.
Hello. Yeah, today I'm talking to you from under a bridge. Why is that? Well, I didn't want to stop in the snow and talk to you. My name is Jorg Schlagheck.
The one and only.
Now, what I want to talk about today is commuting. Commuting by bicycle. As you may perhaps know, I am self-employed. I'm a professional handyman, and I do not commute by bicycle because I can't. I have a truck with tools, with materials and all this stuff. So it doesn't really work when you're a handyman to go to your job site by bicycle. I'd love to, believe me. But I know that many of you are in the situation where you're commuting, and you're perhaps commuting in the winter, and you're wondering, does it make sense to commute in the winter time by bicycle? And I'm sure there will be days where it probably doesn't, and snow days are one of them. Now, let's assume you ride your bicycle in the morning. It is okay weather, no snow. Then you spend your day at the office, which right now probably doesn't apply to too many people because due to the pandemic, a lot of you are working at home. But let's assume you have to go into the office. You sit in your office and you see the snow is starting, and by the time you're done, you've got like a foot of snow outside. The riding conditions might have deteriorated to the point where you can't ride at all, or you can ride very slow and very little. Is that enough reason for you perhaps to cancel the winter commute by bike altogether? Or do you take the chance? Well, let me tell you, Edmonton has this LRT, the train, and the train allows you to bring a bicycle on the train at certain hours. It doesn't allow that at peak hours, and I'm not really sure what these peak hours are. But I thought today I'm just gonna ride my bike downtown in the snow, and I'm gonna put this to the test. It is now after 9 o'clock, so I believe that there won't be any problem to get the bike on the train, and I'll just do that and try it out, like see how it works for me. I have a transit pass for the month of February, and I'd like to put it to use, even though I do not have a regular commute. In the wintertime, I prefer the train over the car, and Barb and I sometimes go somewhere together. Barb doesn't cycle in the winter, so we end up taking the car, or now we can take the train. Another thing that might come to mind is when you have to go to the office and you cannot afford to smell like sweat or be sweaty, after a bike ride. Usually you tend to build up a sweat and you may not be in perfect shape. So unless you want to take a shower before you start your work day, you may not want to cycle. That's where the train could be helpful as well. So that's perhaps an option for those who have to commute and would like to commute by bike, because after your work day, it doesn't really matter if you get sweaty, so you can ride all the way home on your bike, take a shower after, and then you feel refreshed for whatever you're gonna do with the rest of your day. Just a few thoughts here. I'm sure everyone's situation is different. Today I am lucky enough to kind of have some time on my hands so I can try this. So let's go on this ride and see where it ends us up. There we go. I don't think there were too many people on that train, so I think I'll have a good chance to get on one with my bike in a little while here. After I get fed up of riding. Because look, the weather is not riding weather. Mind you, if I had to choose between riding in the snow or riding in the rain, I think I would choose this. Even though my hands are a little cold, but let's be honest here. When you're riding in the rain, your hands aren't exactly the warmest unless you got gloves on, so this is all good, relatively speaking. This is one of the most annoying aspects of Edmonton winter. Ever since those leaf blowers are available, people have been using them to clear the snow, which doesn't really work because snow can blow right back where you took it from. Oh, here's Lunchbuddy.
Hey!
There. Sorry about that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Hanging out with my buddy. Call him Lunchbuddy because he's been here for a while, you know. I'm sure all his stuff frozen. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. This is Lunchbuddy. That's the new nickname I got for him. He's been here since 2000 something, maybe even 1990 something. I have no idea. But pretty cool. Got his lunchbox there. See? Yeah, you look cold. Alright, as you can see, it's snowing and it's cold. It's in the -10 range. It's not that bad, but you know, I've had better days for riding the bike. So what I'm gonna do right now is gonna go into the train station and take the train home. I'll film how that's gonna go. I'm now ready for the train. Gotta have a mask on in Edmonton when you're riding it. Man, is it noisy here. Leaf blowers everywhere. Outside of the peak hours, cyclists can travel with their bicycles in any direction on the LRT. Bicycles and folding bicycles are not permitted Monday to Friday from 7:30 to 9 a.m. and from 4 to 5:30 p.m. There are no hourly restrictions for bicycles on Saturday, Sunday, and statutory holidays. It doesn't get much better than this. I actually have a seat.
Next stop, Stadium Station.
That's the crossing that I used on the way here. it takes
Next stop, Coliseum Station.
There, you hear that?
Coliseum Station.
That was fast. It took literally 5 minutes to get here from Churchill Square. Well, maybe 6 or 7, but it was pretty darn fast. So I'm back outside at the subway station, or I should call it the LRT, because that's what it is. It was a pretty quick trip to get here, and I am within 1.5 kilometers or so of my house. So if I had to walk, well, it wouldn't be a problem, but during the snow I might not want to. But I have my bike. It's nothing. I'll be home in 5. Maybe I should drink some water. I barely broke a sweat today. I don't know if you can see this. There's exactly one set of tracks in the snow, and I think I know whose they are. I guess winter cycling ain't that popular, at least not on a snow day, but you can make it work. You can make it work in a way that actually brings you an advantage. Because imagine digging out a car in this weather. The bike, no, I just take it out of the shed. No big deal. So as you can see, I'm back in my backyard. It was a good trip. It was, for me, something new, something semi-exciting, because I don't usually go on the LRT with my bike. I go on the LRT quite often with Barbara. For your commute, there are of course a few drawbacks. I was able to bring the bike onto there because I was not during peak hours. Other than that, I think if you're commuting by bicycle, on occasion the train can help you out. Or if you're commuting by train, the bike will make it much easier to get back and forth between the train station and your house or your office. You don't need a car. Mind you, there are still shortcomings in the system. The train doesn't go everywhere, and if you live too far away from a train station, perhaps even by bike, it might be out of reach on days like this. But I'm sure there are many days where it's an option, or then perhaps cycling right to your place of work might even be the better option. I know for me, it always was.